Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to check out Battleship Hidden Thread. It's a card game. It's for 2 players, ages 7 and up, and the average play time is about 15 to 30 minutes. So, Battleship the card game is just like regular Battleship in the sense that you're trying to sink your opponent's ships before he or she can do the same to you. The difference with this game, though, is that there are different card abilities, and each ship even has their own unique abilities that alter the way the game plays. So without further ado, let's take a quick look at the components and see how the game is played. Okay, so as far as your components are concerned, like I said, it's just a simple card game. You've got 2 different colors here and 2 different decks each. This larger deck here is your destruction deck. Basically, players can use these cards to attack enemy ships and to buff their own. You've also got this coordinate deck down here. This contains your miss cards and your ship cards. As far as these over here, these are just reference cards to help players throughout the game in case they run across something that they don't know how to resolve. Okay, as far as game setup is concerned, you'll want to take the 12 coordinate cards of your color, shuffle them up, and deal them out like this in a 3x4 grid. Then you'll shuffle the destruction deck and deal yourself 5 cards. On a player's turn, what they'll do is they'll look at their hand, play a card, and then reload their hand. So let's just quickly take a look at Blue's hand to see what he can do. Now let's show you what a white peg card does. Basically, a white peg card reveals an enemy card of your choice, okay, without actually doing any damage should it find one. So let's go ahead and just reveal, I don't know, this card. Alright, this is a miss card. Nothing happens here. This card goes into the discard pile like so, and then this player would go ahead and reload their hand up to 5 cards. Okay, so now it is Red's turn, and Red's going to take a look at his hand, see what he wants to play. Again, there are a number of different cards here, and they each do different things, especially these power cards here. But let's go ahead and do another white peg card to show you what that looks like when you actually get something. So he's going to go ahead and play this, and choose this card here. Now he reveals it, and it turns out to be a ship. Now, whenever you play a white peg card and reveal a ship, nothing happens. But this card will stay revealed for the rest of the game until it is sunk. This card goes into the discard pile, and this player draws back up to 5 cards. Now, in the event you don't have any white peg cards in your hand to safely search their coordinate cards, you can play one of these red peg cards, but keep in the back of your mind that there are only so many red peg cards in the deck. Now, whenever the deck runs out, you can shuffle the discard pile and use that as your new draw deck, but generally you want to use your white peg cards to search the enemy's grid, while you use your red peg cards to actually destroy the ships you find. But in the event that you don't have a white peg card to play, you could use a red peg card instead. If you do find a ship, you do get a hit. So let's see if we can flip one over that. There is, yeah, okay, there is one here, okay. So this player here went ahead and searched this card here, found a ship, and the way this works is that this red peg card simply goes underneath like that to show that it's been hit once. Each card has a health counter on it. There's this one, for example, can take 3 hits before it sinks. So after that, the player would just simply draw back up to 5 cards and end their turn. So once a ship is revealed, it has the ability to use whatever special ability it has. There is a list in the manual. I'm not going to cover all of them, but let's see if we can focus in on the manual here so you can actually see some of them. For example, the one that we revealed was a destroyer. You may now play white peg cards as well as red peg cards to damage enemy ships or shields. Exception, only white pegs can damage a submarine. Let's show you the submarine real quick. The submarine, only white peg cards can damage this ship, including the one that reveals it. Your opponent discards any red peg cards played on this ship. You've also got a PT boat. At the start of your turn, remove 1 peg card from any one of your revealed ships. This power does not work on shields. Okay, so we've covered the white peg and the red peg cards, but what about all the other ones? Well, there are some power cards in your deck that'll give you special abilities. For example, the shield. Place this card on one of your revealed ships. Your opponent must play enough red pegs to destroy the shield before he can attack the ship. You've also got some other ones down here. Discard white peg cards. Discard 1 or more white peg cards. This allows you to draw more cards when reloading your hand, or you can opt to play 2 cards if you want to. This one here repair a ship, then play a card, or draw 3 cards, then play 1. So just to quickly sum all of this up, you've got ships that can perform special abilities once they are revealed, and you can play these power cards to give yourself an edge during battle. And that's basically all there is to it. Players will continue taking turns until someone finds all of their opponent's ships and sinks them. So just to quickly show you what sinking a ship actually looks like, let's just say that red plays this 4 red peg card here. That's a very powerful card. On top of this cruiser here, which has 4 hit points. It's an instant sink. So this red peg card and any plate underneath it will go into the discard pile, and this ship will be placed out of the game. Alright, and there you have it, a very brief look at Battleship Hidden Threat. It's important to stress that I didn't cover everything in the rulebook, but this should just give you the general idea. As far as what I thought, it's not a bad little game. I think it does more than regular Battleship. In regular Battleship, all you're doing is picking a coordinate and then seeing whether or not you hit or miss something. It can get a little boring after a while. In this game, you've actually got some more going on. Not a whole lot more, but more. For example, the ships that are revealed have a unique ability that can be used. You've got those power cards that can be played to buff your fleet in some kind of way. So yeah, not a whole lot more, but there's enough here to keep me coming back. It was only $7 or $8 on Amazon, and I think it's a good purchase. If you guys want to see my full review, you can. www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you can keep up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.